the reading can start. Waiting for the man, and it can be a woman too. Like today is that kind of day. Shout out to my cancers. Sometimes you just feel lonely inside, like I can't even explain. And this year is the kind of feeling that can get to me. It's either like losing my mind or coming to this board and channel with the energy. Being together with somebody. And this energy is where I find myself like having a block. Because me, it's like a void. I don't even know what it is that I'm beginning to feel, quite frankly. I'd be very surprised not to see the Hermit card here, like some of us twin flames, yeah. We've been on the journey so long, and the idea of loneliness for so long that's a little bit, some of us here, we're used to functioning for ourselves. I can't even lie. Me is the thing that scares me. Like, would I ever be able to welcome this Two of Cups here? But it's that thing in question, like two separate hearts literally beating as one, and your girl is not a romantic, I'm telling you, but it's the idea. If your twin flame ever thought to reach out, now is the time, I'm telling you. It's like you will try to control this feeling all you can, live with it and so on. You can't do without it. It's like into this Queen of Swords, it will never let you go. Believe me, into that Sun card, it's like a victory you got to have into reuniting with them. Sure. But to me, like the loneliness is like, it can slap somebody in the face straight. Like, this one here is torture in a form, even into that Queen of Swords. And this one here is torture. This thing is pain that I'm feeling, hits that I'm receiving, and I'm supposed to be cool about it. Really, this victory you can keep. I just want like sanity. Sacral chakra, like really. But if you've come here, myself, I'm under true energies. Nobody's got the time to lie to you. Absolutely, I can feel that pull for the moment. And you know what it says to me? That this year will never fail me. Is more that I'm seeking for in that Two of Cups. You better believe it. You'll meet many, but I don't know if you're resonating with me. You're looking for the one. You ain't got to believe me. One energy that's here too, and I've been through that. I don't feel that anymore again. This one here cannot feel me. You will see it at times, like the despair or whatsoever coming from the fact that you're out of this kind of spiral here. It's like everybody's enjoying their lives. Somebody would feel like that, like even their sacred, energy, sexual energy, and I stay there by myself, like trapped outside of it. It's not the thing that matters, believe me. But some people will feel like this, especially if you're a man, you can feel like that frustration. Addictions. Into this card here, there is nothing else. Normally, if you're resonating with me, the sacred chakra here, if nothing else but the feeling or like being together, togetherness, it's like it's the only thing you envy these people. But this one here, that Capricorn energy, the devil for the moment, like trying to numb ourselves to the feeling. A lot of us, like, yeah, I can do without my twin, but it involves me numbing myself from morning to night. Like the idea you cannot move on from them, even if, no matter how hard you try to numb the feeling, believe me. That light, I don't feel that. I feel the darkness today, but I'm a light spirit, so let's call it what it is. There is light in this here. Believe me, into these two cards, like a blessing. I'm telling you something myself. Yeah, you may listen to me here. Like this one here is a dreamer, a certified one. You're highly mistaken if that's what you think. Me, even a blessing is something I have to see. This energy I'm always afraid about, because at this time here is time for manifestation. It's the thing that we're trying to set in motion. So the message is says here you're going to be absolutely blessed. Yeah, when I see it, I will believe it. The truth is, I'm a psychic. I can see it. Yeah, but I'm tired to wait for it. Some days you'll feel like that. Some days you'll be hyped up to the fact you know your dream is going to come true. It's like you know it's got to be. It will be given to me. And others, you're into that nostalgic energy. I call it like having the blues, and your girls got the blues today, like for real. And nothing will do. Nothing will do into the Scorpio energy. Absolutely. Nothing will do. This year you cannot numb. Believe me, I've tried it. There's no karmic energy here. Whether you can understand it or not, one day you feel like that. Like, listen to me carefully, boy. I don't give a care about who you're effing right now. That's not the question. This thing here is deeper than that. But that Scorpio energy and being in your like mind and memory, you know, or like being nostalgic, but in the dark way, I can feel it tonight. I wished I had some to drink, but the truth is I don't live that kind of life, so I will live the feeling. Believe me. Even when I say numbing myself is not that kind of party, some people would think of that, like somebody's drinking heavily here. The lover's energy, like my lord, I can't begin to explain. My loves, me, I vibrate high. This energy here is at that level. This level, right after the base, you're not even like in this kind of realm here, and it goes all the way up. I don't understand the might of it. I'm like, you know, I wished I could move on from this. So if it was possible, I would have done it. And if I don't pay attention, and if I can, is because I've entered the Scorpio energy. It's only when you reject life, yeah, that you can reject these lovers here. It will take something away from you. Otherwise, I've tried all I could, my loves. You cannot move on from that energy. And numbing it, yeah, numb it like to the planet of drugs and come back, you'll see it will never work. All the way there and back, it will never work. I don't understand these lower energies. I do not understand them, but I know that they have a meaning here. It's like, you know, the minimum everybody needs. I can see it here. You need certain blessings from above, and it says it here, you need that person to their part of it, even if in essence, you know, it's like lower energies. I can tell you, it says it here, but me, you're here to overcome something. You don't have to believe me. I'm not a regular reader because I lived the journey beside you guys. It will say it here, you know, you can't cheat your way into this thing. You know, you cannot fool the universe or lie to it. Yeah, I cannot. But into that Virgo energy, as to me being lonely, yeah, it will take literally a whole existence for me to perfect myself, meaning every day I'm going to learn. So yeah, cheating myself into what I'm just claiming that I'm lonely today. This year is BS from the universe. Learn, chase this thing, you know, your energy's gotta be on point, blah blah blah. This year is a lie. I can't explain it any better. You have the right to claim your union even if you're not perfect. You don't have to believe me. It's like into this tower in reverse, somebody just wished for an energy to be offloaded, like, you know, please, like, echo something to me. I have to see somebody, you know, is feeling echoes something to me, because all I know, I'm receiving no love and I'm tired of waiting for it, is the energy. All I can feel is Virgo energy. And it's really like an emphasis today. Myself today, I'll give it up. I'm feeling lonely and I don't like it. My folks are away. I thought I was going to have a blast for 2 months by myself. It's only been 2 weeks and I can't take it anymore. Him. Sometimes I get mad, at the power that he's got in my life. Like, who the hell are you? Whoever you are, to mean so much to me. To the point sometimes I forget myself, truth, like you have no idea. And the wisdom that goes along with it. Me, I'm just telling you the truth today. From a wise spirit, I'm just very lonely without my DM. And I'm tired. I'm tired of waiting for it, like waiting for these seeds, that were supposed to grow and nothing is happening. And that's where it ends. Tired of being tested, tired of having to learn lessons and things. I want to live. You don't have to believe me. And I can feel that darkness, all these signs, they're here. We have Taurus, Aries, Capricorn, and Pisces energy here too. Sometimes you'll feel that darkness, like, boy, just manifest. Like, where are you? It gets crazier when you can never really reach anything, like always blocked at the same level at the beginning. Believe me. And in this year, I can see it, like, it's not a problem reuniting with your twin, especially when you're a believer. But it says it a little bit like, would you meet me in the middle? I can see it here into that code. Just meet me in the middle. Give of yourself to acknowledge me. It's not that difficult. Me, I believe in the universe, but I also believe in these forces that sometimes work against you, and I will not be victim to them. Myself, I claim what's mine, like, entirely. Is this love that seems to be in reverse here? Like, why are you keeping it away from me? Why are you keeping this union away from me? And into this empress here, why are you keeping myself away from me? I need to live. I came here to live. You don't have to believe me. And the pure awareness of that is like being lonely and being too aware of that, even knowing there's nothing you can do, which is why me, I like to deal with spirits, because when you deal with people, you have to accept that they have free will. Love, you cannot force. And sometimes I get amazed at these people who seem to, like, find themselves so easily. Like, I don't know how they do it. I'm a psychic. I can't make it happen for myself. There is some more energy here, and this reading is to be continued. But maybe this guidance would help somebody, because it's more what it is. Nobody can take this away from you. You feeling lonely is what it is. It's the feeling, and it's what the universe wants you to feel. All I can do is reunite with the feeling and wait for my union. But this union thing at the end of the day is overrated. Myself personally, because I'm a believer, like, what is this? Am I going to meet my Lord? What is this? It's not what it is. It's not the kind of thing it is. Like, even that, like, you can make me grow without this kind of bait here. Spirit. I feel like I've outgrown this thing. It's silly to keep me stuck at a level. You know why I can say this? Because myself daily, I look for solutions. Like, I really check myself spiritually, and I don't have to do it with the cards. I don't do it with the cards. It's my meditation, my consciousness in being. I check myself and my energy all the time. I don't know what the spirit wants from me. So I can unite with the feeling, but this union, I'm telling you, it can keep it. It's starting to be cruel. Sometimes you feel like that, like the twin flame journey is cruel. One part of it being cruel is that he will always keep you going. Really, I'm tired of running tonight. I keep telling you. And it says it here, like, this union is promised to you. All I know, if it's not palpable, touchable, visible, hearable, all this stuff, I don't believe in this kind of things. And when I say I believe in God is because I know it exists, but this union is nowhere to be found. It's a little bit like getting ready to give it up, like, I don't want it anymore. It's not that serious. I don't even know what I'm contemplating today, but all I know, life, it goes on with or without me, and with or without this feeling here. All I know, I feel lonely, my loves. And this year, I don't say that all often because me, with certain things, yeah, I can keep myself busy. Not today. Now, the feeling of being heartbroken, sure, but you see it like a real twin flame. Your tears, they have another taste to them. You would have cried so much that you can't even cry at times, or pour one and two tears and they mean like an ocean to you. That particular type of heartbreak, if you don't believe me. Queen of Cups, like how I know. You think, they sell books trying to explain the kind of feelings to you, is because I can feel everything and I'm in a hell of a current, my loves. Being a twin flame, feeling every freaking thing, is easy for me to tell you how it feels. And I surrender. I surrender to whatever it is. All I know, I got myself. This union here, I'm not going to die for it. You see, the lovers, I don't know. In my world, my perfect world, these energies that I saw earlier, they wouldn't even exist. But who am I, right? It's not my world. They wouldn't even exist. Only up to this one here. Solar plexus chakra, like the upper energies, what messes me up here is that these low energies, they seem to matter so much. You know what this here says to me today? As above, so below, my loves. There's nothing I can do. I can ascend all I want, this sexual energy or whatsoever, this stupid lover's energy is always going to remind me that I'm human, part of the clan. You feel me? I cannot escape this. It's like the rule. You come here, you come from this, you gotta accept it. To me, the Queen of Swords, she's never defeated. Mind you, she got that sword in her hand. She's the only one is more than just talking in this deck here. But to me, she's like, oh, just like, I don't know. It makes me feel of that song from India, Aries says, I'm ready for love. But the problem, I used to listen to that song, it was in 2003, if you don't believe me. You see that Temperance? I'm not lying to you. 2003. I don't know when this song, but it must be around that time, 2 or 3. Since then, how many years? 20 years, my loves. Having the feeling I'm ready for this thing and it's not showing up. Shout out to my Sagittarius. And me, if you don't believe me, I just do what I'm supposed to in this life here. I sit down to do what I'm supposed to. But even this year and keeping myself busy, having been a workaholic at times, just, to forget that energy is not doing and is not cutting it. The truth is, in this wheel in reverse, I am a spiritualist that is like, believe me, this stuff is really close to me. And still today, I feel like I've been cursed or forsaken. It's like it really does not love me above, but I'll die for it, literally. I hate the fact that he's got so much power on me. Exactly into that Queen of Wands. Myself, I want to be the believer, the one for the fire, for the energies above, yeah. And this guy here, he seems to always bring me back down to earth. I wonder if it's not his function. I'm a believer. In essence, I shouldn't even need a man, but the truth is, I do not have the essence of a nun. I can feel. I give love and things like this is the dilemma in these cards here, in this energy. Being tired of waiting, you tried everything. You tried everything you could. But it's a little bit like, like water and fire. These energies, they're above you. There's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. These currents, believe me, is like a magnetic field around you. can't escape it. I'm telling you, like a second skin. And shout out to you. You know what's really hard, or what can get really hard on the twin flame journey, if you have no children and you're waiting for your twin to have them, and he's doing all this stuff to you, loves, that there is the killer. You don't have to believe me. This year I refuse it for myself, like you have no idea. Every day, all day, like I refuse to be the one like on the bad side of this kind of wheel here. Like, oh, she, too bad for her. She could never find these things. I refuse it. And like that, I know I'm not lying to myself. The illusion is what I'm living. I know I deserve better. Believe me. I can only tell you, my loves, you don't have to believe me. Myself, I'm ready for love. There's nothing. The only thing that can top it literally is the love itself. Anything else I got for myself. You don't have to believe it. And let's stop this reading, because this year I'm telling you, nobody can take the feeling away from you. It's not the truth, it's the reality of this twin flame journey. Sometimes you will feel crushed. And the thing that will really get you, anything else is like low energy. I'm telling you, there's no karmic energy here. Not here, not today, not lately, yeah? Thank you, love. Not lately. Is the loneliness that will get you. This year, that deceiving is the universe. You don't have to believe me saying to me, I'm sorry for deceiving you and lying to you and always keeping pushing you towards that. Myself, you told me that I would be in union a long time ago. That there is that lie. And I do not like it. The fact that he treats me like a child at times when I'm trying to tell you guys I'm grown as hell. You notice that I don't speak about my twin anymore, not his name. I don't do videos about him directly because I said that to myself. And every day that passes by is just a mess up. You don't have to believe me. Every single day is a little bit of karma that he owes me, but the truth is I do not want it. I'd rather have him. This being young here is out the door for me. Don't let the voice fool you. All this stuff. Don't let it fool you, love. I'm an old soul to begin with, and my loves have aged like spiritually, like a whole lot lately on the journey. So if I were too young to get him, my energy was not on point. I didn't have the qualities, necessary to welcome love. I call BS today. You ain't got to believe me. I hate the power that he's got on me. A whole life, you get to experience so many things, but it feels like it's only complete when, the MFer decides to show up gracefully this morning. I hate it, is all I can tell you. He's not the best thing that happened to me. Far from that, it's just that I cannot live without him. My mother's got to be, or myself, or my lord, or my nephews, or my niece, or something. It's like a day for remembering details. You can numb yourself all you want and work all you want and this and that until the day you find yourself by yourself. Sometimes all these details, they will hit you. I'll tell you something straight up, my loves. Yeah, my DM, he does not deserve me. He does not deserve me. For real, he does not deserve me. There is no way, no way. And in the second part, for the ones who stick around, I will tell you, no way. Believe me, loves, I bury myself in work to forget you, is where I find myself here. I ran, and he made me the damn runner, my loves. Ran until I find myself here. You know what? I'm feeling lonely. And nothing can take away the feeling. I've tried it all, my loves. I've tried it all. One day you get reminded and it hurts, is all you have to understand. And you would think, there's something wrong with anything that I'm saying. I'm telling you, this kind of thinking here is right for somebody, just to acknowledge the way that you're feeling. That's all you can do. Believe me. Like this, my life. I'm bored without you. Exactly. Where are you? Like in the flesh, I need you. And I'm tired of being like, it's not even depressed, but more like nostalgic about this because it's all that it is. One last card to be continued. I wonder where the Virgo card is. And now I can feel the energy easing up a little bit for me. You know what I want to say to the after union? Please remove the feeling exactly into that Pisces and the negativity. I'm doubly stuck in it, triply. I'm a psychic, I'm a Cancer love, like 4 ways, then I'm of cups, and there's nothing I can do. All this stuff. Me, these obstacles, I don't see them as such anymore. I think they're foolish. I call BS on this thing. I'm not lying to you. And if I were you, I'd find myself. You're like, you can bring them all. I don't even worry about the obstacles anymore. It's more the void that is going to get the best of me. Just to tell you, I'm on top of this kind of journeys. And I don't care what anybody says, like, yeah, you're not in union. Yeah, but your journey is not like me. Otherwise, believe it into this resistance here. Man loves me. I'm sweet like sugar. I can't even lie to you. It's like, you keep pressing me like this. I'm going to melt. I'm going to really melt. It's like, I don't, it's a vacuum, my loves. I don't care about like culture, norms, people, whatever. This stuff that this world does, I don't care. The only thing that has place, in that vacuum or that bubble is him. I'm telling you, it's the only thing. Anything else I would reject. And into that dark night of the soul, these moments normally I don't get to forget. We had been through the karmic energy loves like that. There was already enough. Myself, I don't feel it anymore. And even if so, I spit on it, quite frankly. And I wouldn't even do that. But the feeling, or like, you're not here for me and life is going by. Life is really going by. You would think it makes me less of a believer because I acknowledge like my despair or this feeling that I'm having. Make you a believer doesn't make you like it doesn't exempt you from all these things. Believe me, you will be given your fair share too, and it's happening here. And I can see it again in that quote, like sending your feminine to hell because you have a selfish energy, DM. All I know, if you're resonating with my energy, you're feminine, worth loving in the flesh. You ain't got to believe me with all these queens. And I can feel it, like, like at crossroads. I would like to move on from this thing. In my world, and I'll finish the reading here, I want to act or believe that, he's not necessary to me. He's not like vital to me. Yeah, like I can move on from him. Yeah, until I find myself by myself to be like, is this going to be my life in the future? I would have a problem with that. This loneliness will drive me crazy more than all the spirits and demons that I deal with on the daily. I am telling you, is the only thing. Like without him, there is a void, the natural one, which is why you cannot move on from it. You see that wisdom? I'm not lying to you. And this here is the norm. Nothing you can do. You need him. The true norm, deeper than culture and everything, is this one duality here. And it happens to be divine, my loves. Him and her, they got to find themselves. So that, loves, I hope that you have enjoyed this reading. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Take care of yourself, stay healthy, and I shall see you soon. Bye bye.